Welcome back, 602 Rose Show. Fantasy Golden Bachelorette on the best fantasy Bachelorette app on the entire internet. Maybe the whole world. The Rose League. Episode 4 hurt. Episode 4 was bad. If you listened to me, shame on you. Punting Chalk was a huge mistake. Indeed came back in the same episode. I'm sorry to say, if you picked anybody but Chalk, your season's probably over. So, let's jump into a weird week. Currently 4th place in 602 Rose Show League, 83rd place in Bachelor Nation, and the difference is going to be a lot to make up. It is really feeling like this show is going to be backloaded. I think we're going to have... We're at 7 people right now. I think we might get down to hometowns this week, which would then mean hometowns in week 6, men till all week 7, and then 3 and 2 and 1 the shorter episodes. It's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. Pricing this week: Chalk at 32, Pascal at 29. Then you have Jonathan, Guy, and Jordan right in the middle, with Mark and Keith down at the bottom. I'm very concerned about this week. I'm not going to give you the lineup off the top like I normally do. Let's talk through this a little bit. Keith has a one-on-one. Helicopter tour. They go to a vineyard. They got the hot tub date. The hot tub points are not in Golden Bachelorette. Maybe they should be. We see them kiss. All daytime portion. We saw nothing from the nighttime portion at all. I think Keith gets eliminated on his one-on-one date. Then we have the bowling date. We've seen a lot of footage of that. That's all the guys. That's Guy, Chalk, Pascal, Jordan, Jonathan on that date. I don't think anyone gets eliminated on that date. So let's move on. We do not know the group date, Rose. I think it's Guy. I'm going to say that out loud. Then there is a yacht date with Mark. And that's it for footage from Mark. That is about the end of it. We do have a shot of him crying that I can't place in the narrative anywhere. I think Mark also gets eliminated on his one-on-one. I think we might have double one-on-one eliminations. I then would believe that Jonathan goes home as part of the rose ceremony. Meaning that the guys that move on are Chalk, Guy, Jordan, and Pascal. I have no idea what to do with the lineup. I think with what we've seen so far this season and the way these guys have acted, I think you still want the one-on-ones. Give me Keith, who should offset his points for going home. Not getting a rose on the one-on-one is kind of a big deal. It's -6 to go home. He's going to have to do a lot. But I still think at 18 roses, that's the play. Mark for the same reason. We have more footage of him crying. I think getting the one-on-one, even if he gets sent home on the one-on-one at 19 roses, it makes it work. If you have Keith and Mark at 18 and 19, it leaves you with 63 roses. This lets you get chalk at 32. It's going to be chalk. It leaves you 31 roses. You have your pick. Assuming Jonathan goes home, I want Pascal. Keith, Mark, chalk, Pascal. Assuming that Keith and Mark go home. The reason I don't want to do it differently than this is if you don't have Keith and Mark, you can't fit in any two of the other guys. You have to take one or the other. The chances of both guys getting sent home on their one-on-ones is slim. I don't believe it's ever happened before in the same episode. So we're hedging a little bit. It is Monday night. If they drop promo material where we can figure out more, I will post a change to my picks. But right now, Keith, Mark, chalk. I might pivot to Guy. Might be Guy instead of Pascal. You want whichever guy you think wins the rose on that bowling date. I said Pascal. I'm going to stay with Pascal for now. Check spoilers. Check previews. Check back with me. At King of Lakemore on Twitter. I'm going to be keeping an eye on this. If you didn't take chalk last week, this is probably your last chance to catch up. Research is your friend. Be very careful. Thank you for joining us. 602 Rose Show. I like this season. This has been a fun season. I like not knowing everything. I like not being able to figure out exactly what's going on. We're going to lean into what we know about the show. We're going to lean into what we know about how they edit this show. If there is a way for them to make Mark look good off a one-on-one elimination, they're going to do it. I think you have to have Mark in your lineup. I would not be shocked if we get down to the final four after this week. I appreciate you guys as always. Have a fantastic day. And we'll see you Wednesday for Golden Bachelorette. See you soon.